Hi, in this video we're going to find a side length or a perimeter involved in a trapezium. So we've got this trapezium here. Remember, trapezium has a pair of parallel sides which are in the same direction. Now, we've used trigonometry for these previous questions, but trigonometry involves right angled triangles. But there isn't a right angled triangle here. But if we add an extra line, so let's just say we were to add a line like this, then we do have a right angled triangle at the top here now. Now we're trying to find the perimeter, so we've got this side length here of 18 and this 24 here, but we don't know this whole side length or this side length here to find the total perimeter. So we're going to have to find this side and this side. Now we know this side here because it's the same as the 24, so let's put that on. But this is 24 centimetres. But we need to find the other side lengths. Now we can use trigonometry for this. So if we just draw out this triangle separately, at the top, we've got the 24 at the bottom. We've got the 47, which is the angle of interest. The angle of interest is the angle that's labelled, that's not the right angle. So we need to find both the other lengths. So let's just try and find this length on the left, maybe. Let's call it x. And we're going to use trigonometry. Remember how we do this? We label the sides relative to the angle of interest. So the sides are actually given, the 24 and the x. Now this 24 is opposite that angle of interest. So that's called the opposite. We label with an O. And then this x here is adjacent to, next to this angle of interest. So we call it the adjacent and we put an A. And then remember we can use our little mnemonic, SOHCAHTOA, written like this, SOHCAHTOA, to work out which trigonometric ratio to use. Now we're involving O and A here, so we're going to use tan, because tan involves O and A, so it's that one. And remember, that is short for tan of the angle of interest, which we use theta as a Greek letter, is equal to the opposite divided by the adjacent. So we substitute into that tan of theta, the angle of interest, 47 degrees, is the opposite, which is 24, over the adjacent, which is x. Now, we need to work out x, but it's stuck in the denominator. And remember, the quick way we could deal with this is to just swap the thing that we're dividing by and the result of the calculation. So we could swap the x and the tan of 47. I call this a swapsy trick. So we end up with x is equal to 24 over tan of 47. And if I do that on a calculator, fraction button, 24 over tan 47 is equal to 22.38. That will be enough decimal places. Try not to round too much until you get to the final answer. So, okay, we've got x is 22.38. That's 22.38. Now, you could either use a similar process to find this hypotenuse using trigonometry, or because you already know two of the side lengths of this right angled triangle, you could use Pythagoras to find the third side length. So if we call this y, then if I just delete these labellings of the sides, remember with Pythagoras, you label the two shorter sides A and B, and you label the hypotenuse, the longest side, C. And then we can use Pythagoras, which is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So a here is the x, which is 22.38, 22.38 squared, plus the b squared, which is 24 squared, is equal to c squared, which is y squared. Now, if I just do 22.38 squared plus 24 squared, that is equal to 1,076.88. And then you just square root both sides to get rid of the squares. You get y is the square root of this, which is 32.82, let's say. Right, so now we've got everything we need. We've got the y, which is here. This is the y, the 32.8. And we've got this other length on the left, which was 22.38, so 22.4. And this side length here is 18. So at this stage, we can just add all these side lengths to find the perimeter. So the perimeter is, we've got the 32.8 at the top. We've got the 18 and the 24 at the bottom. And then we've got the 18 and the 22.4 coming up. Add all those together. and that is 115.2. So that is the final answer. The perimeter is 115.2 centimeters. And we are done.